The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Full Color Personalized Designs Featuring Text and Number Effects. My name is Peggy Elliott, and I've been with Stahls for over 20 years, and I'm happy to be presenting this webinar to you today. During the webinar, if you have any questions, please feel free to type them in at any time, and we'll try to get to those throughout the webinar. And then at the end of the webinar, we'll also have a question and answer session. Just want to go through the agenda for the day. And just bear with me one moment. Thank you very much. The agenda for today, we're going to talk about full color designs using a templated design system and how you can personalize apparel in full color, and you can easily create text and number effects. We're going to also cover a variety of markets that you can target, as well as cover some decorating options. I'm going to show you how easy it is to decorate apparel, and so we'll watch a few videos and review the many accessories that you can use in order to make the application process really easy. Placement is an ever-popular question, so we are also going to show you some guidelines for that as well, so that you can get the perfect placement on apparel. And then we're going to round out today's webinar by giving you some additional ideas on how to gain more customers and increase your order size with sales and marketing tips. And at the very end, what we're going to do is we're going to take you through the design creation process so that you can see what that's all about. So, what are full color designs with text and number effects? The first thing what I want to do is find out how many of you actually own a heat press. So if Nicole, you could put that poll open.
Thanks so much, Peggy. It looks like 93% owns a heat press and 7% does not.
Okay, perfect. So the many of you that own a heat press, this product is obviously it is applied with a heat press. And for those of you that don't own a heat press, hopefully you're looking into getting one so that you can use this type of a product and gain more sales for your business, or you have the use of someone that does own a heat press so that you can get into something like this. So text and number effects are a digitally printed product. They're printed on a heat transfer media, and they are created with a design template. It's very easy to use. All you need to do is you enter your text or number, and you can select from multiple options for size, font style, layout, colors, and effects. And as you design, you can see the changes being made on the screen. So there's some examples on this screen, and the first one we have is the number 8, and that is a zebra fill effect. And it also has a couple of different color outlines, so you can do second and third color outlines with this product. You also see in the number 42 is a diamond plate fill effect. In the Brooklyn is a version of a digital camo, and of course the Alphas is a tie-dye. And the Arcadia is something I want to point out. You can also do solid colors with this program, and what makes that nice is that you can do a one-step application instead of having to layer numerous colors. So if you're doing a 2 or 3 color number, this comes in very handy for that. You don't have to worry about laying out the individual colors and layering them. So it reduces the number of applications for you, and that's a big benefit when you are paying labor to do your heat application. So we're going to go into some of the different effects that you can do and give you some ideas on how to increase your sales. I do want to point out, though, in this next slide we're showing how this product is going to come to you. So it is a product that has a clear mask on it, and that's going to be on the top. So it's basically just like a transfer. It is a digital transfer, and you can use this. Sorry about that. You can use this to basically apply it. You're going to peel away your backing, which is going to be a white or a yellow paper carrier, and then you're just going to lay it face down on the garment and heat press it. So the first fill effect that we're going to talk about is going to be soccer effects. Now in this particular example, it happens to be an 8-inch number on a traditional hoodie, and this is showing the Team US style. This is a really popular effect. We have different sports ball effects is what we call them, and they are available in the numbers, not the text, but the numbers only. And this is something that you could use not only on a hoodie, but if you think about the youth leagues that are out there, a lot of times they have warm-ups that include jackets or pants. They have training shirts. They have duffel bags. They have knit caps. Parents are spending anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 a year to support their child in soccer. So this is a great opportunity for you to upsell and have those items decorated and available for them to purchase. One of my coworkers was mentioning that not only did they do the warm-up set, the duffel bag, the cap, and the uniforms, both home and away, but they also had 4 different training shirts. So just imagine the potential that is there. The next one I want to show is the football effect. And you can look at this one and see that it's kind of a photorealistic quality on there. So this is something that we have showing a coach wearing this of, again, a Little League team. And this happens to be an 8-inch varsity style. And we have several different fonts available, by the way. We do have the most popular, which are Varsity and Pro Block. And then we have some different unique font styles that you can choose from as well. This is showing on a polyester performance wear shirt. And the nice thing about this product is that you can apply it to a variety of items. So you're talking performance wear, be it polyester or lycra. You can go on to nylons, you can go on to cottons, so a variety of items. The next thing I wanted to mention is the cheer and dance. This is a huge category as well, with parents spending lots of money on apparel and accessories for this market. This is showing a 2-color metallic, so we do have a digital print media that can be heat applied that is a silver metallic background. So we'll be printing on the silver metallic, and this happens to be on, as you can see, the nylon tote bag and a nylon garment bag. So all these different accessories help you cross-sell, upsell, and expand to your customers. It's just a matter of showing them in your store that you have these options available to them. These can range from t-shirts to shorts, again, warm-ups and hoodies, nylon pullovers. I was looking at the website the other day and looking at some of the different sites that offer cheer apparel, and they actually had 3-day camp apparel, so it was a different outfit for each day for the student that was on the cheer team. So you can, again, imagine the different potential there is there. And not only for just cheering for games and things like that or for the camp, but they also have competition where sometimes they'll wear additional uniforms. And the next thing we're going to talk about is recreational sports. The big thing right now with girls is the roller derby. So here we chose to do a checkerboard effect to show you how that would come out. And this is a 3.5-inch in size, and the style there is Galaxy. And we were able to italicize that. So there's different options you can use on the Design Wizard to get different looking effects. And this happened to be on a rayon spandex t-shirt. Now the next one that is shown is the camo effect, and it's in a blue shade, so you can choose different colors too when you're choosing your effect. They don't always have to be your typical camo khaki or green. So this one we happen to choose blue, and it's on a lycra spandex performance wear. And if you notice, not only did we do a full front on this garment, but we also did something on the arm and then again on the pant leg of the shorts. So again, lots of options for using text and number effects. Next up in the fashion area, we have number 21, and it's just a fashion shirt, again, lycra spandex with the Tiffany style, showing the polka dot effect. And there's umpteen different ways that you can show all these different effects. And this is a really kind of a unusual or different way to market the product, but what we did is we just went to the store and bought something off the shelf that was already decorated, and then we just personalized it. So imagine with all the Bieber fever that's out there, how you can use this shirt or ones like it and personalize for all the young girls that are into him out there, be a popular seller. So keep in mind, it's not just taking a blank item and decorating it, but it's expanding, go beyond that. And some of the screen printed items that are already in the stores, you can offer personalization on that as well for your customers. Another effect being shown here again is the zebra, and this is a 2-inch on this shirt. It's just a lightweight cotton t-shirt in a classic font style. And then also another fun one is the chrome effect. The chrome effect has almost like a 3D look to it. So it's got that dimensional appearance, and this is in a 2.5-inch Tiffany on a cotton t-shirt. So not only can you do apparel with these items, because of the fact that they can go on a variety of fabrics, you can also embellish all kinds of accessories. And we're going to get into the application a little bit in just a little bit here, but just to show you the different things that you can do. So the first one, again, it's a polka dot effect, but it's on a zebra neoprene laptop case. Also, we have a plaid effect for a school blanket. So this blanket happens to have a nylon shell, and that's what we applied to there with the Madison. And then the zebra effect again, we have that on just a canvas storage bin. So think even ahead to back to school in the fall, and all the girls and guys going to move into their dorms. All these different accessories are perfect to offer them, especially if you're working with schools. So just to get an idea, what type of fabrics do you print on? Let's take a look at that. This gives us an idea on what you're currently decorating and how we can show you all the different opportunities that are out there.
Thanks, Peggy. It looks like 97% of our audience work with cotton, 83% with polyester, 50% with nylon, 19% with neoprene, and 25% with other.
And how much was that with the neoprene?
19%.
Well, that's actually a fairly decent percentage. So just thinking about neoprene, there's a lot of different items that are out there, and another popular one that I don't have on the slide today is koozies. And I just wanted to mention that because that is something that we actually use at trade shows to give away samples and show how the product works. And it's popular for all kinds of things, not just sports and schools, but family reunions. So another neoprene item that is really easy to heat apply onto and start offering in your business. The next thing I want to talk about, again with accessories, is a messenger bag. This one happens to be shown in the silver chrome. Again, this kind of shows the 3D effect a little bit better for you. And this is an eco-friendly messenger bag. So we used something called express print on this bag, and it goes very well on the eco-friendly or polypropylene bags. The mug that you see here is actually a ceramic mug, and this has a faux leather mug wrap on it. Again, you can apply onto items like this. And again, this is just showing your 3-color solid colors, no fill effect here, but look at how sharp that image is. So now what I want to talk about a little bit is mixed media, and I'm just going to show you a couple examples here of how you can choose different products to really make unique items and personalize all your different apparel and accessories for your customers. In this first photo, we have the number 10, which is with the digitally printed fill effect using the soccer ball effect. And then we also have the Hawks. Now the Hawks is a vertical pre-space player name. So it is a different product, it's ordered differently, but it's something that you can combine and what we really call mixed media, which is very popular today. People are combining all kinds of items. You can combine rhinestones, you can combine transfers, all different kinds of things to get different effects and have different textures. The next item is, again, another picnic blanket, and this one we happen to design for camp, and the camp is called Camp for Camp Kids, and the group is the Ladybugs. So again, we used digitally printed, and this happens to be the zombie font, and with this we paired the pre-space player name again in a script font style. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go into some application tips. And what I wanted to really explain here is, before we get into the Design Wizard, we're going to talk a little bit about application and placement, just to help you get an idea of what's out there to make that application easy for you. Again, you want to save on labor steps as much as possible and make it easy for yourself or your workers. So for application, there's different types of platens that you can use to get a really good fit on those bags. You can use print perfect pads as shown on the right side of this slide, and that's something that was used in printing the faux leather wrap on the ceramic mug. And we're going to watch a video of that. Let me pull that up for you. So this video is using the opaque, and it's a leather coffee cup wrap. And again, you'll see how easy it is to apply. So this wrap on this mug is removable, and we do usually recommend that you preheat items. There, the Print Perfect pad is being inserted inside so that you have a smooth, even surface for heat application. Over the top, we place a flexible application pad, and what that does is it often protects heat-sensitive fabrics like a faux leather or a neoprene. Again, you can see the mask design is being peeled away from the paper carrier, positioned, and you're going to cover it again with your Print Perfect, or your flexible application pad. And then once you heat press for the required time, you're just going to peel your mask warm, and then your item is complete. And it's as quick and easy as that with using these accessories. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is some of the other accessories. On the top with the machine in the picture, you've got a quick slip pad protector. Now what this does is it's made out of Teflon, so it's got a slippery surface to it. So what makes it nice is that when you're loading garments onto your platen, your lower platen is made from a rubber silicone, and sometimes a cotton and things like that doesn't slide over real smoothly. So this quick slip pad protector can remain on your bottom platen all the time, and it allows you to quickly slip apparel on and off your platen. On the bottom, it just shows a group shot of some of the accessories that are available that you can use to, again, make your application really easy. Teflon pillows are something that you can slide in between mesh jerseys, or we have often we'll use those in the sleeve or the leg of a pant so that your seam does not interfere with your application, because again, it's very important that you have a smooth surface when you're applying. Next up, we want to talk a little bit about placement tips. So traditionally, these are the placements that are used often, every day. So on your jacket back, you're looking at 6 inches to 9 inches down from the collar. On a sweatshirt on the front, you're looking at 3 to 3.5 inches down from the collar. And you can see the different locations for t-shirt, hoodie, jacket front. Again, your polo, it gives you the measurement down from the shoulder seam, and also across from your placket. And then on your jersey, again, name and number placement. So for a name, you're going to go 2 to 3 inches down, and below that, another 2.5 to 3 inches to start your number application. So these are just, again, traditional placement tips. However, now with today's fashion trends, there's so many different things that you can do. You see the different wraparounds from the front to the back of the shirt. We showed earlier in the presentation vertically going down a pant leg or printing on the sleeve of a shirt. You can also go on to cuffs or collars. There's virtually no limitation to the different applications that you can get, and the more unique the better, the more eye-catching and appealing it is. So I want to show you a quick video of a cap application and how there's various placements that you can use for that. So here is our 6-panel cap, and this is using Express Print. Again, there's optional platens for cap press as well, so you get the right fit, be it a visor, low profile, depending on the type of cap you have. And this is just going over the front, so traditional cap placement here. But the nice thing about these digital transfers too is that you can go right over a 6-panel cap, the middle seam, and it doesn't affect your graphic whatsoever. Now this is a double hit on this particular media, and then Jason's going to show you. All you have to do is spin that cap around, and you can do a placement on the back of the cap. And this is becoming very popular even with teams. They'll put their logo on the front of the cap and their number on the back. Sometimes people will put their sponsor name on the side. And Jason's going to show next the side placement. So you can be very versatile with the placement. Like I said, there's virtually no limit to items that you can decorate and how you can decorate them. And again, this is the side placement. So think about that in terms of selling to your customers. Not only can you get a front, back, and side placement, but you can charge, whatever you may charge for the front, you can charge again for another hit on the side and on the back of the cap. So again, it's all about upselling and cross-selling. Okay. I'm going to go back to our presentation. And that's about it for placement tips. Now what I want to talk about a little bit is marketing tips and fashion trends. And some of the marketing tips that we have for you, just with this product alone, just a list really of markets that you can tap into. So we kind of covered the school, but when it comes to school, don't just think about your team sports. Think beyond that. Think about the booster clubs and the fan wear that you can do. Decorate on the spot at games. Many of you may own a heat press that's a little bit more portable, so it allows you to, take that from event to event and decorate there on the spot. And with the sports numbers, if you have inventory of those, you can have those in a kit box right with you and decorate, like I said, on demand. Think also about campus bookstores. One of the things that I always recommend is that you decorate a variety of items that are popular with your school and have them on display in the bookstore, because if they don't see it, they may not think about it, and they may not think to ask for it. So show them everything you have to offer. Again, at sports tournaments, there's all kinds of items being sold at sports tournaments, so this is a perfect opportunity for you to sell more. We talked about cheer camps. Another thing would be community events or church festivals. I see all the time, every year our church has a really big festival in the fall, and it's just an opportunity for you to decorate items there on the spot. And also think about the different church festivities that go on where they do have personalized polo shirts and things. So getting into charities, some of these effects would be fun to apply to different shirts for runs or walks. A lot of women will join little groups and they personalize their own apparel, and that would be another way to use something like a fill effect. And then again, family reunions, that's always a popular seller, especially with summer coming up. Although it's been cold here lately, I'm hoping it gets here soon. Some of the other things that we want to talk about are fashion trends. We have a list of fashion trends that we'll be sharing with you throughout this year and next year. They are 2011 and 2012 fashion trends. And one of the things that kind of clicked with me when I was reading about it is that for young men, checks are very popular. So again, the checkerboard pattern, using that on a hoodie or a t-shirt and personalizing apparel for young men. In the streetwear market, mixed media, which we did share a little bit of that with you. However, you can get different unique designs pairing up the different fill effects and font styles. And the colors that were very popular with streetwear are spruce and army green. And we have those colors in our color palette as well. For women, metallic. So again, that kind of coincides with the digital media, the silver metallic. And then animal skins, reptile, leopard, and snake. And those are some fill effects that are also available as options for the fill effect program. The next thing we want to do is actually take you a little bit through the CAD Prints Design Wizard. So I'm going to switch over to that, and I'm just going to show you how that works, and we'll go through a text effect. So the first thing that you're going to do is the way that you would get to this, it is on the Stahls website, stahlsid.com. And if you're a current customer, you can just log in, and it's under digital, full color digital designs, and it's under text or number effects. But you can also log in if you don't have a login currently with Stahls. You can buy as a guest and try this out. So when you log into the Effects Design Wizard, the first thing that's going to come up is single line layouts or numbers only. So I'm going to go ahead and click single line layouts, and it brings up my screen. And this is your design screen. So everything that you're going to do with this design, you're going to do in this one. And I'm going to enter in my last name, Elliott. And the first thing you can do is select your layout. So you can see there's 10 different layouts available. And I'm just going to go with the straight for now, and we'll go back and we can show another one. The next tab that you're going to click on is size. So you have a range of sizes. I'm going to go with a 2.5 inch. And then the fonts that are available to you, again, ProBlock and Varsity are two of the most popular, but we also have several other fonts that you can choose from. So just for fun, I'm going to pick Coffee House, a little bit different. And some of these items, if you note, at the bottom there shows an asterisk message, and this says these styles are available in all caps. So there are some styles where you can get the upper and lower case if you choose to do that. The next thing I'm going to click on are fill effects. So let's go through this a little bit. The first one is solid colors. And again, remember I said ease of application, a one-step application, no layering. You can do 2 and 3 colors, just solid colors. You can also choose from camo. So as you can see, there's this traditional camo, and then the very last one is called a digital camo, and that's something that's popular too. We also have animal prints, and as you can see, I'm going to be selecting some things here, and it's going to change my design on the screen. Now we have the leopard, you have the tiger stripe, reptilian, and your zebra. We had a lot of the zebra in our presentation. I'm going to go over to the right where my word is, and I'm going to change the backdrop color because I want to show you how you can use this to simulate the color of the fabric that you're printing on. So it really helps you get an idea of how these different effects as you're choosing them are going to look. Again, here's your checkerboard, and then your simple patterns include the checkerboard and the polka dot. We have special effects. So you have flames, which looks pretty neat. It's one of my favorites. Tie-dye, brick wall, and diamond plate. I'm going to go back to the flames and just show that one a little bit. So as you can see, the flames is on as my fill effect. I'm going to go to outlines now. Now with no outline selected, you can see that on a black backdrop, this isn't going to show up very well. So I want that to show up really good. So I'm going to select, I think, a red fill effect, or excuse me, first outline. Try Firecracker Red. And then for a second outline, I'll do a Process Yellow. So you can see how easy it is to design using this design wizard. There's all different kinds of options that you can use. Now the next thing you're going to do, if you're all set with your design, you can either click Continue to Order Details at the bottom here underneath your name, or on the top there's also the tab for Order Details. Now this is where you're going to select how many you need, and you can also add new text. So let's say I want to order a few different people for this product and in this same effect. If you want to order different names and different effects, of course you would need to go back through the design process for each individual name where you're going to change color selections or fill selections. In the middle section here you can see Choose Your Media, and this is where it'll explain to you the different media types that are available, and it also gives you a different description. So for opaque, when I click on Read More, it's going to actually show me what types of fabrics that applies to, so I make sure that I'm making the right selection for my apparel or accessory. And opaque, again, is one of the most popular items that we have in the digital print transfers. Also, when you're designing, it's going to give you the exact amount per item. So per name, it's $4.30, and then the total price is showing for the price for the two names, so $8.60. And then after that, all you would need to do is add it to your cart, and you can continue shopping. But it's a very nice, easy-to-use design wizard, and it helps you personalize or customize apparel very quickly and easily. So I'm going to go back to my presentation. And that about wraps it up for us today. And I just want to mention before I forget is please visit greatgarmentgraphics.com. We do have a survey on the website, and we would love to hear your feedback. Please let us know what you think about the webinars. Let us know what topics you want us to present going forward. We very much look forward to your feedback and your suggestions on future webinar topics. And right now I'm going to open it up to questions, if there's any questions we have.
Yes, Peggy, we have one very popular question. A lot of people want to know, where can they find the placement tips?
Thank you, Nicole. Actually, the placement tips are on our website, and it's under our FAQ section under heat printing tips. So if you click there on the website, you can find that. And there is a little link on there as you're reading through the first paragraph. I believe it will ask you to read more, and it is a blue highlighted link that you click on, and then that will appear for you. I'm glad that was I knew that would be a popular question, so I'm glad I addressed that for you, and I'm glad we have that resource out there for you. So I hope you find that very helpful.
Okay, we do have a couple more questions, Peggy. One is, are there minimums for these items?
Actually, the minimum order starts at 6. You can order less than 6, but there is a surcharge of $2 per name or number under quantities of 6. Any other questions?
And I think we do have one more. We have a person who's asking, how durable are CAD prints?
CAD prints digital transfers are tested 50 times, and that's considered the life of the garment in the industry. So they won't crack, peel, or fade, and we have tested them on all different types of fabrics. Some have, again, a different adhesive than the others do. So you have opaque, for example, that goes on a wide variety of items, which is why it's one of the most popular medias. That's the one that will go on performance wear, lycra, neoprene, nylon, and then you have express print, which is really just meant for lycra, cotton, and polyester. So again, when you're going through the Design Wizard, and in addition to that, on the Stahl's website, there's application instructions that will let you know what they apply to. But yes, they are very durable, and we do test them for 50 washes. Any other questions?
Yes, I do have a question. I have a person inquiring about if there's already vinyl lettering on the garment, is it still possible to heat apply a CAD prints to a garment?
Yes, it is. You can actually cover that with a cover sheet so that you're protecting that part of the garment, and it's not going to hit the heat, the upper platen. So it will be protected and can be heat pressed again. Now, I would caution that you probably want, if you have a product from another company, you might want to test it when you're hitting it again. But again, you're going to test it using that cover sheet, because I can't really speak for the other products that are out there. But I do know with something like a screen printed item, you can certainly press that item again. And especially if you're going on the back side or on a sleeve or pant leg and things like that, you can insert Teflon pillows or use cover sheets to protect those areas.
Okay, that looks like it wraps up our questions.
All right, well, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. We really appreciate it, and we hope you found this helpful today. And again, please take that survey on our website, and please also look for our survey, or I should say our e-com that's going to be following up to this webinar. You'll receive that, and we have a special item that you can receive if you log on to our website. So that e-communication will be coming to you with a link and show you how you can sign up for that. And we also have upcoming webinars that we want to point out. 5 ways to print apparel with heat transfer foil, and that's April 12th. And then Stretch Your Sales and Profits with SpectraFlex is coming up on April 14th. So register for those today. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Stahl's ID Direct, and again, thank all of you for attending. Have a great day.